Imam Ibn Uthaymeen rahimahullah, on one occasion while he was delivering a lecture, he says he was, contemplating on this ayah while he was giving a lecture on al-iman bil qadri khairihi wa sharrihi. He stumbled upon this ayah and he said, فَإِن كَرِهْتُمُوهُنَّ فَعَسَىٰ أَن تَكْرَهُوا شَيْئًا وَيَجْعَلَ اللَّهُ فِيهِ خَيْرًا كَثِيرًا. What he's trying to say here is that, there are things that can happen in our lives. While we may not necessarily be pleased with those things, we may actually be upset with some of those things. That while that can happen with us, فَإِن كَرِهْتُمُوهُنَّ, and here Allah Azza wa Jalla is actually talking about our wives. In this ayah, Allah Azza wa Jalla is actually talking about our wives in the very first portion of the ayah. فَإِن كَرِهْتُمُوهُنَّ فَعَسَىٰ, it is highly likely أَن تَكْرَهُوا شَيْئًا, that you dislike something, وَيَجْعَلَ اللَّهُ فِيهِ خَيْرًا كَثِيرًا, and you would realize that Allah Azza wa Jalla has blessed that particular thing with a lot of khair and a lot of barakah and a lot of blessings. So look at this. Imam Ibn Uthaymeen rahimahullah says here that instead of this ayah, the way it is revealed now, had it been revealed like this, فَإِن كَرِهْتُمُوهُنَّ فَعَسَىٰ أَن تَكْرَهُوهُنَّ وَيَجْعَلَ اللَّهُ فِيهِنَّ خَيْرًا كَثِيرًا, then the ayah would only talk about, this ayah would only be concerning, or this ayah would only be limited to, confined to talking about the women. Whereas Allah Azza wa Jalla is here taking a leaf out of this, and Allah Azza wa Jalla is expanding His mercy and saying that while you may not necessarily like one or two things in your wives, remember, there is a possibility, there is a great likelihood rather, فَعَسَىٰ أَن تَكْرَهُوا شَيْئًا, there is a likelihood that while on one hand you may dislike something, وَيَجْعَلَ اللَّهُ فِيهِ خَيْرًا كَثِيرًا, here Allah Azza wa Jalla has not used that there is khair in just the women. Allah Azza wa Jalla is saying something, you may dislike something, and that something can be anything with respect to the lives of each one of us. That's how important Aqidah is in our lives.